The garden is probably one of the most controversial changes in the game right now, and the update to it probably had mixed opinions about it too. In my opinion, the garden update is actually not that bad. It's actually improves the playstyle of the garden. I mean, you won't have to fall asleep at your keyboard while farming anymore. You actually have stuff to do now. And also, it's more rewarding to go for max. Because, well, I mean, gold is technically easier to get because there's a lot much more fortune there is. But gold is still the same percentage. So, what are the things that they added? They added pest. They added another set of talismans. If you, for example, pest hunter, if you get a for each tier, you can get a talisman, and max is 250. And then there's also a new talisman here, which gives you more fortune here. There's also another personal best one, which is this, where you can get more fortune per each crop, which I haven't done yet, but I'll do it eventually. And there's also a beast area for it too. So, and there's also a free way to get beast area milestones and combat XP for your pets, for example. I have been leveling my Phoenix pet through Beastary XP now, because it's actually easy to get Beastary. And also, Beastary is also useful for pests because of the fact, where is it? Because of the fact that it also gives fortune, if I can find it. Your island, the farming garden. There we go. See, since like everyone gives a certain amount of fortune, and that's just an additive amount of fortune you can get. For example, I have 34 fortune right now, 34 plus fortune. It's actually really nice. And each pest you get gives you a certain amount of fortune, and you can get up to 200 fortune from this. Although you have to get like around 40 pests, but you can use that to get goals if you're really that desperate. And yeah. There's also a bunch of rare loot from Pest, which is there's a book you can get, like Pest the Namer, which still hasn't sold for me. Like this gives you +1 farming fortune and +2 bonus chest chance per tier. So I'm gonna go ahead and insta sell that. And what I like to do is whenever I get a pest, I'll go out and search for it. And you usually get the notification where you can click on it, but you can look through each one to see where the pest is. For example, it's right here. You can right click on it. I recommend doing one layer farms like this so you don't get stuck in your farm. Because otherwise you get glitched into your farm and then it just becomes a whole issue. And then you go ahead and suck it up. You can get real loot. Although this is useless. And so, yeah. I'm not gonna turn in my fortune now, but I would get another 90 fortune, which is just free profit. They also reduced the amount you need for crop milestones, which is also great, which is the reason why I'm finally doing garden again. So now wheat is like 64 million, and it's like 200 million for everything else, which is actually kind of great. And 64 million for pumpkin as well, which makes sense. So it's a lot much more easier to do a certain amount of crops. And it's more enjoyable because you can go ahead and murder them. Because what I do is I suck it up, talk to all my visitors. It does not profit. Are you profit? You're not profit. You're profit. I know you're profit. You're not profit. What do I? You're not profit either. You're not profit. Oh, you barely profit, but I'm lazy. And then we need 16 enchanted golden carrots. And the nice thing is, from all the rare loot you can get, you can use that money for visitors, and you can use that extra money from visitors when you do the pest. And it's actually nice. And if you really don't want to, which I shouldn't recommend doing, is using this. This is not worth it, to be honest, because uh, because pests actually make you money. They're gonna drop stuff that are worth 300k to maybe like 50 mil. It's just like it's like basically visitors, but they're more common and they give you better loot tables. So actually, you get more money with farming, which is honestly great. And the only way to spawn pests is if you farm for it. So I'm not gonna go ahead and spawn one. I already spawned one just to demonstrate. And then you just go ahead and turn it in for like extra fortune, which is great. And you have to turn it in for the extra fortune. You can hold up to 40 in here, but I recommend only turning it in at only having like 10 on at a time, because that is the most efficient way to use it. Because it gives you plus 10 for the first 10, and then plus 5, then plus 2, whatever. I don't remember. But it's most efficient if you just stick around a plus 100 farming fortune for pest. But you can just turn it in when you get it, which is also a thing too. So as long as you're under like 100 fortune, you should be fine. So honestly, it's not that bad. I'm finally happy I can retire my wheat hoe. I'm technically not retiring it because I still use it for wheat minions, but I can stop using it. So I can throw this in here, and then I can bring up my next hoe. So if I go ahead and head to the museum, I want to get my sugarcane hoe. Where is my... There's my sugarcane hoe. A good old sugarcane hoe. Look how beautiful it looks. It's a great hoe. And I'm gonna use it. And it's too bad that collections are different from garden collections, so you actually have to farm on the garden, which is whatever. But yeah, the garden chain's not that bad. You actually make more money, and the pests are not that bad as long as you don't have like the 3 sitting around. Actually 4 or more. It reduces your fortune, and when that happens, and you just have to go kill it then if that happens. But because every pest of 4 and above reduces it by 5% up to 25, so you have to kill it when it reaches up to 4. So you don't even have to kill it for like the first few, and then you can start killing it. Although you can just kill it when there's like 3 or 4. I mean, that's like the most efficient way to do it, so you don't have to keep wasting your time killing it, which I think is great. And also, they don't ruin your crops, which is also great, which I think is a fantastic feature, which they didn't put in the game. So yeah, I mean, Garden makes more money now. Who doesn't love that? Although I don't know the rates, but I don't opt for pest. I mean, there's pretty ways to opt for pest, and it's not that difficult if you want to opt for pest. So yeah, honestly, the garden's great now. There's like a lot much more stuff to do. It's more rewarding, and it's just much more it's much better to do than it was, because there's more stuff you can get. You can get more Skyblock XP, you can get milestones. There's always stuff to work on in the garden, and which is great. Although my one issue is one of my issues is mining, where there's like no like extra progression when you just reach max powder. I think there should be a thing, or maybe at least like a contest mining thing, or maybe, because I don't know, mining's been kind of mining's been kind of just like really training, because there's like nothing extra to do. I mean, it's just commissions and whatnot, but those are not that hard once you get max. I mean, there's like a lot of stuff to do, but when you hit like when you get like done with it, there's not much to do. And I think they can just fix it by just adding like a little few things that don't ruin it, but maybe make it a little bit better, like maybe a mining contest, which would be funny. just add like a couple more fortune. I mean, you don't need that much more fortune, but just a little fortune I think would make people happy. Maybe some mining speed, uh, and maybe maybe a different another reward system if they do add contest. Just, just add like their own little shop or something. They give like maybe around like another 100 fortune, cause I mean, what's wrong with another 100 fortune? Maybe like some more mining speed too. So mining speed is not that hard to get. I mean, I get mining's already balanced, but I think with revamping the garden, they should at least revamp mining too, cause mining just makes a lot of money, but it's just very draining and it's just very boring to do. So versus farming. So I think they should add some stuff to mining as well. Alright, well, that's enough for today. Also, I have a Discord. It has some bots in it if you want to use the bots. It's in Skyblock bots in my Discord. It's in the description. So you can use the Skyhelper bot and there's a Kudra bot. They're both very useful for your progression if you need to like find something that you need. I use them a lot from time to time. So yeah. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, ring the bell, and I'll see you in the next video. And bye. See ya.